The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind. He was way behind. He was willing to make a deal. When he came across this young old boy sawing on a fiddle and playing it hot, and the devil jumped upon a hickory stump and said, "Boy, let me tell you what. I bet you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now, you play pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul that says I'm better than you." The boy said, "My name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take that bet you're going to regret because I'm the best as ever been." That was fucking great. Wow. What are the humans doing?
Do you think you're ready? Can you handle the truth? Or are you in denial and demanding more proof? They demonstrate in real time how they're spinning you lies, but no one pays attention, no one opens their eyes. They walk around like zombies with their head in the mobiles, signaling their virtues with a pick on their profile. Yeah. Signaling their virtues with a pick on their profile. So if you think you're ready, you don't need more proof. Conspiracy deniers are denying the truth. They fabricate our problems and pretend to provide the best solution, but we all know they lied. They lied about the weapons and they lied about health. They lied about the fact that they're transferring the wealth. You should really notice how they're pushing the fear. Keep everybody terrified and not thinking clear. Yeah. Everybody's not thinking clear. Keep everybody terrified. Yeah, thinking and not thinking. Keep everybody terrified and not thinking clear. When you do, you realize that this is their trick. It's getting really stupid now, they're taking the mick. Said, do you think you're ready? Can you handle the truth? Or are you in denial and demanding more proof? They demonstrate in real time how they're spinning you lies, but no one pays attention, no one opens their eyes. They walk around like zombies with their head in the mobiles, signaling their virtues with a pick on their profile. Yeah. Signaling their virtues on their profile.
Make me suck the sushi off this stick.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sasquatch Shills. The Sasquatch shit. Sasquatch does stuff and things. Apparently, I've brought up all my ability to speak in the intro. Welcome to Sasquatch Shills, where Sasquatch shills so you don't have to. There's the words that I was trying to say. I'm just going to go bring the guy up. So, why did the devil make me do it?
Oh God, why not?
That. So this is the part where you tell everybody who you are, what you do, where you do it, how you do it, why you do it, and what considerations you take when you start doing it.
Oh God. Okay, I'm Devil Made Me Do It. What I do is a couple shows, Make Me a Sandwich and Beelzebub. Got my start doing memes for FNT, and it kind of just grew from there. And yeah, just that's what I do.
Sounds like a plan. So what we're going to do is go through chat right quick, and we're going to see who got the gold and the silver. Now, we have had to establish a platinum prize specifically for Scotty Waddles because he's almost always first. So we just get him out of the way by saying Scotty Waddles gets the platinum at least once. The chairman gets the gold. We've got Lord Help Us Tampa gets the silver. And Tootie Bug gets the bronze. Welcome in. Appreciate y'all joining us. We got Samuel the Infamous in chat. And 357 Sig Beats 9mm has joined the show. We also have to talk about Free Side. What's up, bud? We got Tootie Bug, of course, because she's everywhere. You know, I hear tell she's the reason they have reality has jiggle physics. All right, so the devil made me do it. What's up, Brandon? Welcome in, brother. You're sitting around one day, you're sitting there on the throne, dropping the deuce off at the pool, and it occurs to you, hey, I've got this brilliant idea. I want to start a YouTube channel called The Devil Made Me Do It.
Yep.
That's exactly how it happened. All right. Well, show's over.
No, it came about originally. I was doing a lot of memes for political stuff, and then I started doing them for games. Like I said, then I found FNT and kind of got into the whole nerdosphere that was going on, and I started doing memes for them. And they brought about a half a dozen, maybe dozen up on screen. And I was contacted by a group called the Legion of Memers, which was
hold on. FNT is Friday Night Tights.
Yes, FNT is Friday Night Tights,
and that's from Neurotic, right?
Yes. Yeah,
okay. You might need to do a little bit of lore dump to get this story.
Yeah, I always just assume people know the same people I do.
It took me a second to put it together, but I got it.
And so I got contacted by a group called the Legion of Memers, who said, we really like your work. You want to join our group? Essentially, it was just all the memers who we were going to help each other. We were going to, make our work better by kind of brainstorming stuff and giving each other advice. And that kind of grew, got popular, and decided we were going to start our own YouTube channel for the Legion of Memers. And so when they started looking for people of the group who wanted to do YouTube, I said, well, I'm not, any YouTuber. I've never done it, but I'll go on. What the hell? Started on that and started having fun. Then a couple of the guys, Dermy Wormy, everyone's heard of him at this point. And Soldier Spirit decided they wanted to break off and start their own channels and start doing their own things. And they asked me, do you want to be on our show? I said, why not? I'll jump on anybody's channel who wants me on at that point, because I was having fun. And so started doing that. About 4 to 6 months after that, I said, well, hell, maybe I'll do my own channel, and started doing rankings. I really enjoyed doing rankings of different pop culture things. So that's when I started to Get Ranked. That's my first show.
And how long ago was that?
Oh God, Get Ranked. That was like 2 years ago at this point.
Yeah. I mean, everybody has to start somewhere, bro.
Yeah.
So you were sort of like leash walked into YouTube.
Yeah.
You got auto fed.
Yeah. It wasn't nothing I was looking for, but it just, like I said, it just seemed like a little fun. So I said, sure, I'll do it. And now I'm on everyone's show, and it takes up way too much of my time.
I love it. If I had more time, I'd do more drugs, but we're not going to talk about that. Listen, I got a question for you, and this is really important. So, Delt was standing at a crosswalk earlier today, and he's standing there waiting for the light to change. And just as the light changes, and he's fixing to step forward, changes over to walk, a chicken jumps out from behind a trash can and says, "Don't do it, man! They'll never let it go." All right, we can be friends.
Yeah, this is Devil's Angels, a very short-lived but experiment of mine.
Oh yeah, you got to do that. You got to do things to see if things work and what works and what don't work, and and basically it's just to kind of give them the idea of what type of stuff to expect over there.
Yeah. I'm planning on trying to bring it back. It's just it's so hard to get certain things off the ground. But because this is probably one of I don't think I did anyone before that, but this is actually a show. And most of the other stuff I do is streams. This is the
Okay.
one I actually recorded, and so I had to actually put work into it. And
Oh
yeah,
no, not work, anything
I
but that.
know. Yeah, God,
Well,
I have to actually
honestly,
earn views.
turn views. How dare you? I mean, we're all working with the same tools. We all have access to the same tech for the most part, and we all do the best we can do with what we've got and the time that we can apply to it. What's up, old Joe? Welcome, man. So, and this is something I hit everybody with. Let's say before you go to bed tonight, you decide to make a short, and that short goes viral. You tell that joke that I just told you, and it goes viral. You wake up tomorrow, you've got 1 million subs. You've surpassed all of the necessary earmarks to be able to monetize and make a go of it. What changes?
Oh man, honest to God, I think I would pull like a Dave Chappelle and just drop it. Like just leave. I never really wanted to be a big YouTuber. And don't have any desire to become, successful at it. I just like talking to people about shit that interests me. So I don't think too much would change. I think I would a couple weeks after that, half them would be unsubscribed because they'd be like, "Oh, this guy's content's not what I thought it was." Yeah, I don't see too much changing for me.
So
I
you would rather be the influence behind the throne.
Yeah, there you go. No, I don't know. I don't see myself as somebody who I'd want to have a bunch of people pay attention to me. I'm just happy with a small handful of people really interested in my what I'm saying.
You're really messing up my thesis here because I have a belief that YouTube breeds narcissism.
Oh man,
I've
no.
found a little coven of people over here who just do not give a shit. Like they're
Yeah.
disgusting, dude.
We're,
Oh, no, no, no.
No, I'm like literally it's the exact opposite for me. I am so not big on being the center of attention and stuff. The only reason I started doing like my own shows was essentially because I was all there's some ideas I think would be fun, and I don't want to sit there and try to, tell other people what shows to do. So I'll just do the thing myself, which is why the first one was Get Ranked. I didn't want to do a panel
Wow.
show.
Me and you took completely opposite measures on that particular thought process. I literally went looking for people that would do a better job hosting these shows than I would and pitched them to them. And you decided, fuck it, I'll do it. We'll
Yeah.
do it.
Do live. Yeah,
Do it
exactly. Do it
Exactly.
live.
I respect, bro. I mean, it takes a little bit to do that. I fell into this backwards. When I got my gear, I bought a microphone that was broken, and for whatever reason, it wouldn't work in OBS, but it would work in StreamYard. And this is back before I was able to record anything in StreamYard, and so all I could really do was stream. That was the only thing that actually functioned with the gear that I had. So I joined the panel. And then when I woke up the next morning, I had like 37 invitations to other panels. And so I did those. And here we are. Of course. I don't know. I mean, there was a few steps. I don't really remember exactly how they took place. I remember thinking that, do you remember? He just got his channel back. Sinatra Says, right?
Mhm.
I wanted to do something along the lines of Sinatra Says, but completely different. Instead of trying to just sit around and talk about the people that were doing the shit, I wanted to go talk to the people that were doing some shit in a legitimate fucking interview, right? So that was the goal when I started out. That and Brandon Herrera's making a AK-50, and I just anything that might help me get one of those, I'm down for. Like, YouTubers.
Yeah, no, man. And it's funny how when you first start, you're like nervous and you're like, okay, this is gonna be one thing, and it is kind of addicting being just I mean, guess in the same way of hanging out with your friends every week doing poker. You know, you just look forward to that time where you're going to be able to bullshit for no reason. Yeah. I mean, like Sam said, at one point I was on like 15 shows a week. I was doing about 24 hours in front of the mic doing different people's shows.
Right. And that's a part-time job, folks. I mean, that is full on part-time job, and that probably doesn't count the time period and the weekends and the when you wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and somebody's just on and you're like, I can't sleep. I might as well go sit there and, talk smack.
Exactly.
I don't know. This type of format that you've got laid out here, and I get why people want to do it. It'd probably go easier on you in the algorithm if you use freeze frames.
I wanted to, but when I first started doing it, there was this one channel. I looked at a bunch of people who were doing movie reviews because I was all like, I haven't done this. I want to try to do something, a little different than what my friends were doing. So I was all, I'm gonna look at all these movie reviewers. I found this channel with this blonde girl called Popcorn in Bed, I think. Pretty girl, but ditzy. But I liked how she was doing stuff. She literally watched the movies, had straight inner reactions and stuff like that, and then afterwards kind of said her piece on it. I said that seems like the kind of way I want to do it, so I kind of set it up a little like that. And yeah, so we talked about what the movie is, because most of the girls, I tried to find obscure movies. I told them right off the bat, I said, I'm not going to do movie reviews of the same movie that everyone's doing.
The Notebook.
Yeah, yeah, no Notebook. I wanted to do it to movie that no one's heard about. The kind of lost gems, you might say, of movies. And so I said to the girls, I said, well, I want to do this thing. You guys interested? So that's how the whole idea of Devil's Angels was, because it was going to be these girls reviewing it. And
I see you've got an interesting species down there.
Yeah, or Murata. Yeah, she was one of the first couple. Yeah, she's really good at it. She's really good at doing movie reviews. I think now she has a channel where she does do reviews.
Cool. That's cool. What is your take on The Fog before we move on? You watch The Fog. Man. Can you do it in like 10 seconds or less, or does it need more?
The Fog is probably one of the movies that scared me most as a kid. Like literally from like 12 to 1 after I watched it when I was a child, I couldn't sleep for like weeks. Just between that hour. And yeah, so I enjoyed it. I thought it would be a great horror addition to the list. So one of my favorites.
It makes sense. Do you have any movies that aren't your usual fare of horror that fit as a horror that you had in horror?
I've told this before, so it's not a secret, but the first movie that ever scared me, and to this day I still kind of get freaked out by it just because it's grody, was a Disney horror movie called Mr. Boogedy. Have you ever seen it?
I believe so. He's this big weird like dirty blanket guy or something like that. Like,
exactly. Yeah, he's this
something like that.
Yeah, he's this booger-faced he was a pilgrim who died, made a deal with the devil and died. Go figure, huh? The irony. And died, and he gets possessed kind of by this evil cloak that the devil gave him. It's kind of like what's that? A famous one where the guy makes a deal with the devil. What's that one called? Faustus? Is it Faustus and stuff?
Faust.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a modern take on that. He makes a deal with the devil, gets warped into this evil booger-faced dude called Mr. Boogedy, and he's haunting this house, and this family moves in, and he appears and goes boogity boogity boo and shoots lightning bolts out of his hands and shit. It's the most corniest shit on earth you'll ever see. It's nothing scary, but when you're freaking like 4 or 5, you're like, oh my god, he's the devil. And so that was the first one. So I kind of wanted to put that on the list just so everyone could laugh at how dorky I was for being afraid of it. But yeah, that was the
So
first.
have you
horror
ever
movie.
heard of a film called Black Devil Doll from Hell?
No.
Might want to write this one down, bro. This is a deep cut if you could find it. It was made for $75 in crack rocks, and I don't think a single thing was actually purchased. I think someone found a camera and filmed a movie. And considering that seems to be the quality you're dealing with, it's a fantastic film when you get down to it. I mean, there's literally a ventriloquist doll, and he's from hell, and he's black, from the devil.
I think all ventriloquist dolls are from hell. To be honest, those things are creepy as hell.
There is a quote in this movie where the doll says, and I quote, "Now that you've smelled the foulness of my breath, you shall feel the sweetness of my tongue."
Ooh.
That's a line, bro.
Sam is always constantly giving me movies that I need to watch that are like the most D-list kind of horror movies.
Okay, I kind of like Frequency, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, I love Frequency.
I mean, I didn't find anything specific to hate about it. So the scariest movie I ever saw was Forrest Gump.
Well, now that I know more about Tom Hanks, yeah.
I'm talking Jenny. Jenny is one of the most heinous monsters in all of cinema history. Think about what she does, bro. First of all, she sort of suckers him in when he's young, and he's permanently stupid, or at least I think everyone convinces him that he's stupid, so he acts stupid because that's how people expect him to act. But anyway, she basically gaslights him for almost 25 years until she finally gives up a piece and it's tainted. Like, she'd have been run through by every single hockey player in all of the southern Montreal area, and he's catching like cast-offs, and she probably slapped him up with some of that stuff Ajax won't scrub off, got a kid and sent it to him like airmail. Was like, by the way, you got this youngin, and you should probably take care of it because I'm going to die now because I did a bunch of drugs like 20 years ago. Bye. Fucking horrifying, bro.
Oh yeah. We've talked about that, like how she's portrayed as this like, oh, he loves her so much, that's so great. But no, as far as a character, she's an awful person. She has a guy who loves her, takes him for granted, ruins her life, goes and she had a bad childhood, great, but still has this horrible fucking just like line of bad choices through her life. Then, like you said, finally she gives it up to him after he takes her in and stuff. And then, yeah, we don't know if Forrest got AIDS from her. Possible. And then, yeah, after if finally she's about to succumb to it, she's all like, "Oh yeah, here, take care of your kid." And you didn't bother telling him years before, like maybe, "Hey, I'm pregnant. Just want to let you know you have a kid on the way."
Yeah, no, not a word. Nothing.
Awful.
I mean, after all, he's stupid. He wouldn't be able to deal with that. I mean, she makes a lot of decisions for him. And it's depicted as, oh, isn't this cute and lovely and amazing and wow. Oh, they love each other so very much that she refused to hurt him. And I'm like, shut up, sit down, and listen. We're going to watch this movie again. And every time you see Jenny, you're going to play the Jaws music. And it'll suddenly make sense. Fits perfectly.
Yeah. She takes advantage of a guy who is just too good for his own good.
Right?
Yeah. It's
exactly. It's not just that. It's not just that she takes advantage of him. There's a lot of assumptions that land on Forrest doing what Forrest does. That's permanent friend zone guy. This is just proving to all those soy boys that if you hold out and you put in enough time and effort and spit polish, eventually she will give you some hoo-ha, even if it is run through by every single drug addict on the West Coast. Like, yay.
Yeah, you have to wonder, like, if for, because he doesn't comprehend how loose of a girl she is. To him, she'll always be this innocent little girl who's pure and all that shit. But if somebody actually sat down and said, okay, the girl you're about to have sex with, Forrest, yeah, that stuff, she's gonna touch your pee-pee. It's essentially Bonnie Blue.
I don't think he'd care. I don't think he'd care.
If he understood how many dudes were inside of her.
Have you ever met a true blue soy boy friend? That guy who just hangs out in case she wants to scratch and post one day. If you've never encountered one of those people, then that's kind of what Forrest is. He's a permanent second chance that she just hooked on her belt and ran off all over the world for and with and doing.
Well, no, those are the guys, those soy boys who are, you're 100% right. There's a ton of them, but they know that what sex is. They know what she's been with them. They don't know how many, but they know that they're, they just want it that bad. They're just that desperate. He's not necessarily desperate for the sex. He wants to be with her because he wants to be with her. The sex is secondary. She's the one who wants the sex. She's the one who came in the room and started, he's like, okay, sure. So I don't even know if he comprehends what sex is before she, rubs on him.
Yeah.
So does he
shit over there?
Yeah. So does he really understand?
Like the Jackson Pollock painting. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Like, how she just touched you, dude? She's touched football teams worth of dudes that way in one night. She is
literal stadiums full of
yeah, like I don't know if he could comprehend that, because like I said, in his mind, she's always just that little girl he's handed a flower to. And
like I said, I don't think it would matter if you could make him comprehend it. Once he did comprehend it, he'd say, okay, but she is in my bedroom. I touched her jubblies last night and she did not call the police.
Oh man, talk about being naive.
I mean, come on, man. Oh
yeah,
Lord.
This
looks risky to me.
What does?
Live streaming this.
Oh yeah, that's why there's the fire over and shit, because they will hit you no matter.
Does that work?
We in certain points, like, God, that's the only way we could do it. Like the first one I cut up and there was only 15 minutes of a 2-hour movie, but still somehow I'm infringing on their thing. We talk through the whole damn thing. We do pause, like it's clipped to shit. There's no way that I'm infringing on someone's freaking. You ever watched
any of old MX plays? Do you remember MX plays?
Yeah, vaguely.
Back in the day, MX plays, no joke, used to plop down on a beanbag and watch entire films and say nothing. People like that are what have made this system so stringent. They don't really care if you're actually providing commentary. They just don't want you to reproduce their visuals and audio on the screen. And it's weird because you can get popped for a strike by showing a video that shows a video that shows a video that shows a video of somebody showing something. Right? You found it on YouTube. So did they. But you can't show it because modern terms of service are different. You ever run afoul of any of those things?
Oh yeah. Like I've had so many taken down. The one I had to fight, and I actually won. I don't know if it was this one. It might have been this one, but there was one I had to fight, actually won. And then the most recent one that I've been trying to put out for so long, we've been tampering with it, trying to freaking get them to clear it, is With Honors. They will not give up the fucking goat on that. They are fucking fighting me tooth and nail on With Honors.
Did D&D hit you for this? by chance?
No, actually, we got away with that completely. And we're
Just let that shit go. Okay.
yeah, you think they would?
No, they come after me. What was it? I got hit with I showed a meme or something. I showed like a little 12-second TikTok of some clip from some commercial or some shit of some kids playing fucking D&D. Apparently it was copyrighted to the fucking moon. I didn't know it. I hit that shit. They tried to strike my ass for it. It was like, we're going to strike you if you don't remove it. I was like, bitch, get that shit the fuck out of here. Don't care. Just get rid of it.
WWE did it to me, man. That's the first pub, I think. We showed a meme of the Undertaker throwing Mankind off the cell, and they hit me. Even though it was a meme, even though it was like literally 6 seconds of a match that has been played 1 billion times from like 20 years ago, somehow we were infringing on their copyright and they took it down.
Oh yeah, this is a problem I have with Captain Curmudgeon. Captain Curmudgeon is a huge, like unreasonably huge wrestling fan. And he really, really, really wants to do like reviews on wrestling, but you can't. You just can't. You just cannot do that. And there's a way. It's just that it looks really stupid when it gets onto YouTube. Kind of looks dumb. And the way you do it, the way you actually do it is you record everybody with a green black background, right? Mm-hmm. And y'all are watching it in studio or whatever, but you've got the green background recording so that everybody can respond and all that silly shit. You've got the full playthrough, the hour and what I call it, just add movie, right? Where we're all sitting around watching the movie, but it's not playing on the screen, but you get the movie directly from the YouTube vault where we watch the movie from, right? That's the version of the movie, and you start the video and the movie at the same time, and you should be able to watch the movie and with us, essentially. That's kind of the idea. The problem is, you're basically just filming audio and us. And then you go back and you lay over the green screen and you use freeze frames of like frames every 36 seconds or whatever, so that you end up with a single frame on screen for 15 seconds, 15 seconds, 15 seconds, 15 seconds. That way you can run the whole movie and it doesn't infringe copyright, and you get the full protection of because you are at that point critically changing the format of the previous media. So even if there's music and whatnot, you can claim that you're not attempting to remake the movie or anything.
Yeah, it's such a broken system. I would understand if YouTube said, okay, if you find your content on here and you want to claim it, you have every right to legally to claim it. But they go out of their way to like pigeonhole their creators and give it to those things. They're the ones who hit it originally. They sit there and say there's copyright material, we're hitting this. Then if you dispute it, then they tell the people and you see if they actually give a shit. That's stupid. Why are you doing their job for them? If they want to find material, if they want to go on there, type in their movie titles, see who's been reviewing it and hit people, fine, let them do that. But don't help them out. Don't hurt your creators by going in there and preemptively freaking being upset for them. It's kind of the stupidest system there's ever been.
It's done specifically to protect the value of the properties in question and not so much to protect the creators. It's there to protect YouTube from the people who have the money and the lawyers already on tap to sue motherfuckers about copyright. That's those lawyers' purpose. And if YouTube doesn't step in and do it for them, then they get sued for the value of those lawyers for having not cleaned up their platform or whatever.
But then why wouldn't it? But long as they pull it down once the person makes a complaint, so that would cover them. They wouldn't be responsible for it long as they pulled it down after the complaint was made. It's just like with Rumble. Rumble doesn't necessarily won't let you put copyrighted material. They just tell the people, hey, if somebody's copyrighting your movie, you better go out there and find it. But that's on you to find it, not on us to find it for you. That's the difference. Is YouTube kind of just preemptively, like I said, goes in there and says, you did something.
YouTube has financed the complete invention of an algorithm off of copyright.
Yeah.
It pretty much anything you've ever appeared on ever in the history of YouTube. And I want you to think about this real hard when you go home and curl up with your little teddy bear in your pillow and suck on your thumb while you go to sleep at night.
How do you know about my teddy
Terrified
bear?
of Sasquatch, because the devil has to be scared of something, right? Or do you fear Chuck Norris? That makes sense.
Well, everything. God fears Chuck Norris. Shit.
Right. They finance the algorithm based on the protection of copyrights. Basically, the copyright industry of music, TV, and all of that crap is what created YouTube's modern system of algorithmic detection, promotion, and all of that shit.
Yeah, it's all I know is if Rumble was a viable alternative, I'd be on Rumble over YouTube in a heartbeat. It's just not, but I hate YouTube. I despise it. It's like working for someone you just literally revile. Yeah, I hate YouTube with all my heart. And
working for Paul, right? You've never met Paul, and I've never met Paul, and nobody knows where Paul lives or where Paul's at or who Paul is, but we work for Paul.
Exactly. I hate Paul.
Nightmare. And here's the thing. YouTube is one of the very few things that you can put time and effort into, derive some amount of monetary gain, and specialize in a particular what has become a modern trade, right? All of the little gizmos, gadgets, the making, the doing, the creating, the filming, the whole 9 yards. None of us is intended to run a channel. You're supposed to have 5 or 6 people on a channel, right? You're not supposed to be Iron Manning a channel out here and becoming famous. That's not what YouTube wants. YouTube wants you to do your genius work on your channel and somebody else see it and go, oh, that's awesome. I'm going to take his genius work and my genius work. And then somebody sees that. And it ends up being a super viral meme. Nobody can really dispute who owns it. And YouTube benefits from it in every single sector. Every time it pops out in circles, no matter who re-uploads it.
Yeah. It's funny because you work so hard to get monetized as a YouTuber. You work your ass off to get all, every follower you can just so you can get that monetization. And then even when they say, okay, your thing's been restricted, you can't have ads on this, we're not going to give you any money for that content, they'll still show ads and they'll still get money. They always make their money, but you're not allowed to make money off of what you created, what you did put all the work into for. It's ridiculous.
Here's the other end of that equation, though. It's not just that they make money on it. They keep it. Look at Sinatra Says. Sinatra Says is a perfect example. They nuked his channel from orbit, 5 years ago? 4 years ago? Nuked it. Gone. Has been gone. Nobody ever thought it would come back, and he gets his channel back. The content's still there. How's that possible?
They say that when they nuke them, they say that they literally just erase it. But somehow
everyone says everything on the internet is forever, but yet none of this makes any sense. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think if somebody lost all their content, they might mention that in the process of rebooting a channel, right?
Yeah. I
lost everything, but I got my channel back, so that's cool. He say a word. Nobody said a word. I haven't heard a word about people losing content when they were brought back. That is wild to me. That means that YouTube has all of everything any of us ever done saved somewhere, just sitting around waiting, I guess maybe for you to die or to be useful to an AI or something like that. I don't know.
They always told us that once you get that third strike and we take your channel down, it's gone. Every single ounce of it is erased from the system. It's not on our servers. It is gone. So if you don't back your stuff up, you're screwed because we will get rid of it all. And so it's kind of weird that they don't, especially with how much content is on YouTube all these years later. Where do they store it all? But I think they also with them, it's like you know how they say any photo you put on an Apple device, Apple owns. They like literally have it written in there that if you put a dick pic on your phone, it's their dick pic now. It's it's kind of like that with YouTube. We put all this content on there, but I'm pretty sure, like you said, they have it all stored away and they have every right to it. Like, yeah, I'm sure somewhere in one of their, the lines on their big ass freaking thing that no one reads, user agreement, it says, whatever you create, we actually own, type thing.
Basically. I mean, it's a private system. They own everything associated with it. And so if you choose to upload to it, you are also sharing possession with them until they die, or you die, or somebody goes out of business, or you just walk away from your channel and don't care what they do with it anymore. And anything other than suing them for ownership is allowing it to happen. And I'm not sure if anybody has the capability of suing YouTube for ownership of your own property.
That would be one hell of a case if somebody did and it was actually went through the court and it was declared that if you made the content and you put it on one of these things, they can use it, but only till you take that power away from them. If you could imagine a freaking court saying that, how pissed YouTube would be. They had to erase anything that you told them to erase. Because like I said, you can erase stuff from your channel. I could erase every video on my channel. It doesn't mean that they erased it. It's still sitting in their thing.
Everything you've ever done and said ever on camera or on an audio file is there. It all exists at the YouTube servers somewhere. Wayback Machine is not a joke. I believe these media companies are these social media companies, which YouTube is one of. It's a unique one, but it is a social media platform.
Yeah.
They're going hard, man. The social engineering is getting completely out of control with it. I mean, TikTok is just blatantly doing that crap, and YouTube. I mean, you could make the argument now. They've loosened some stuff, but I suspect that they've loosened some of the terms specifically around hate speech, certain types of hate speech, things like dead naming and misgendering and all that stuff has basically been removed. But I think they're just letting people become complacent so they can reinitiate some of that stuff. And you just lose your channel like right out the gate because they go back and retroactively apply the new terms of service at their discretion.
Yeah. It's funny that they pull back rules and stuff and they'll apologize for doing it. Oh, we're so sorry. We kind of overstepped there. When it suits them. Like after the election, Biden got in. If you said anything about a rigged election or you were booted. It was off limits. You could not sit there and say the election wasn't fair. Then right before the next election, they're all like, yeah, that was a stupid rule. We're going to pull that back. It's all like, well, we know why you're doing it. You're doing it so that if your side loses, they can sit there and say it was rigged. They can sit there and say that it was a false election. You don't want to throw them off. You don't want to, get rid of Hassan Piker because he's sitting there saying it was, there was some hinky shit going on. Now it's, yeah.
Yeah. Hassan Piker is one of those guys that, I don't know, man. I just can't. I just can't. I can't watch him. I can't pay him no attention. I can't do it. What's up, Vibe? Welcome in, bud. We're going to be opening up the panel here in about 15 minutes. If you want to stick around, I'll drop the link in chat. Everybody's welcome, with previous Sasquatch Shills guests being given front row seats, so to speak. As long as there's an extra slot, you're welcome up.
Yeah.
Also,
always welcome in Sasquatch's slot.
This gentleman here can't be bought off of the panel in the After Dark if he decides to stick around. Just so we all know, because he's protected for the night. What's fun is when you see a previous guest buying each other off. That's hilarious. You gotta love it. Made sure there was a jingle coming off that fat ass. What in the hell are you babbling about, girl? Anyway, I'm sorry. She baffles me sometimes. So, movie reviews, is it pop culture in general, or um, like where do
With
you draw the line?
uh yeah, I try to stick to pop culture. I had a political show for a while. I've never had a problem with diving into the political stuff. But as far as my channel goes, I try to stick mostly to pop culture, just whatever's happening in the world at the time we can talk about.
Right?
That
Well,
seems to be the thing that gets the most attention is talking about just whatever's popular.
this is a neat map.
Oh yeah, I created that. This is funny. This I think is the only episode of D&D. We had this massive plan. Dermy got me to. I made the logo with the faces. That's when I was still using Danny DeVito face, which is why it's on the cover. I made the map for the background. I did the intro. I did the outro thing. Little pop up. Everything. I made the entire thing. He didn't do a damn bit of work, and all he had to do was show up, and we could do this show. And he
Mhm.
flaked completely, so that's why there's like only one episode of D&D reviews, even though I put all this work into it. Dermy's a shit ass.
Is that the infamous back taco?
Yes, that is Dermy Wormy.
All right. So
Yeah.
I've got a bit on my channel over here that has come down to me from the elders of the youngest, right? So Shadow of Hawk wrote a fanfic of what was basically a meme war on Twitter. And I got a hold to it and did a dramatic reading of it. And it's up on my channel over here called The Chronicles of Pickle Stan. Hey, look around if there's a third chapter to that because that's
That,
fun. I get drunk and read them.
they're really good for what they're about, but it all spurned off of Dermy kept saying back taco, and we thought that was the most retarded way of saying ass because he likes booty, all kinds of booty, men booty. And so he would call it back taco, and we thought that was stupid, so we gave him shit about it. Well, one of the guys who's on my show, Beelzepub, Paul Hadouken, said, I always called it a power couch, and he explained why he called it power couch. So then that spurned this big fight between back tacos and power couch. And so we started building lore about it, the back taco kingdom and the power couch nation. And it became this kind of little fight.
This
And
is
then
the
one,
part I'm actually educated on because I
yeah,
actually narrated the histories, apparently.
yeah. And so it was Sam. We were in there fighting back and forth, tweeting each other stupid shit. And Sam decided to put out a meme where he nuked a bunch of pickles. He dropped a bomb on them, and there's a bunch of little dead pickle characters. And that is what spurned the big war. All of a sudden, there's like literally hundreds and hundreds of tweets of us going back and forth, like starting wars with each other over pickles and tacos world. And Dermy became the bad guy, and so that's what the Chronicles of Pickle Stan was based off of, was this massive kind of tweet fight we were having amongst like 20 of our friends, maybe more, over what's superior, back taco or power couch. And the pickles got caught up in it because that was just something that was drawn into it.
I have no understanding of any of that, but I can tell you that actually narrating those things is pretty fun. I went and found some Game of Thrones type music to have playing in the background, real soft light.
Nice.
I really wish I could figure out somebody that does decent AI work, because I've got a backlog of narrated crap that's just sitting around and has no visuals, because I just recorded the vocals and I don't really do visuals like that. Like I can't animate or whatever. Anyway,
Mr. Grant Gregory is a pro with AI. Like he can literally do anything with it. Yeah, Every time I need anything AI, he's the first person I call because he knows everything about it.
Like one of the things I want to do is sometimes when I'm doing a panel somewhere and I'm sitting there talking and somebody says something stupid, my brain short circuits and the 1976 World Book Encyclopedia excerpt exits my mouth in this one run-on sentence data dump. And I want to get AI to draw me a stick figure describing whatever it is that happens in whatever data dump I do. I think it'd be funny. I don't know.
Yeah. He could show you like I said, anything you need to know about AI. He could explain it to you and show you. Because like I said, he's the only guy I ever go to about it. Because there's just
you ever seen the fat electrician?
no.
All right. So basically what he does is picks out some tidbit of American or world history that's typically violent, involves a badass, and a story that's just a little bit too big to believe. And then he tells the story. And he does it in kind of a whimsical, sort of lighthearted kind of way. And it's hilarious. And I'd like to do something like that, but instead of just staring at the camera telling the story, I want some sort of stupid animation. There was another channel called I think it was just Blue Jay. Was the name? I think it was the name of it. Just Blue Jay, kind of like Salmonella University.
Hmm.
You know, that kind of stuff. I love really weird shit, and I know a bunch of really esoteric weird shit. Just a ridiculous amount of completely useless information, and I would like to put it to some form of use. And I've been told that I tell a story fairly well. So
I'm the same way. Like some of the stuff I know, it's like God knows how I know it. I can't remember where I heard it, but yeah, just useless information I store.
Tell you where I heard it. You'd be surprised how much is in a World Book Encyclopedia, and also it YouTube. Almost everything I've verified on YouTube as if I remember reading a story and I can't find it on YouTube, right? Chances are I've probably made up that particular story myself until I find someone who makes something about it. Like for a specific case, the story of the Japanese soldier that was still fighting the war like 30 years later. Right. There were like three of them, and one of the guys survived, and he would not surrender. In fact, he never did surrender. Technically, they actually let him keep his sword because he formally surrendered to Japanese upper echelon. His former commanding officer came in and took him in. Right. So I don't take that as a surrender. That man's still fighting in his heart to this day. Right. If he still has blood going through his chest. Right. But when you hear the story, they tell you that he come out and surrendered and yada, yada, yada. But in reality, he never surrendered to an American representative that wasn't Japanese and originally in his direct command. So, yeah.
That's so that'd be so freaking like imagine the culture shock, because when he went down in the bunker or wherever he was in, you know, the world was completely different. He comes out and
I hear you, but homie was running a guerrilla war on some island in the South Pacific against people who had forgotten the war happened 20 years ago, like randomly blowing up rice deliveries and shit, trying to break America's spirit.
like, but the soldiers actually confronted him and pull out like a cell phone. Could you imagine that if you never could comprehend and they pull out a fucking little micro screen, how much of just like your brain would just whoa.
Imagine the conversation that had to be had. They brought him into the room, they sit him down, and they're like, look, Tojo, check it out. This is called a nuclear bomb. Now, I know you're going to think we shouldn't have surrendered, but I want to back up and show you. This is Nagasaki then, and this is Nagasaki now. All right. You remember Hiroshima? All right, so this was Hiroshima then. You see those shadows everywhere? Those used to be people. So rendered. All right. Like they dropped a couple of stars on us and we got over it. We are so over it. We're gonna
Yeah.
make Nintendo now.
Yeah, and now they're gonna have to protect us for the rest of our lives, our country.
In the future drone warfare, Japan may very well turn out to be a superpower in its own right. Per capita, they have more drone operators than any other nation on earth that I'm aware of, except maybe South Korea, but that'd be a stretch, and maybe China. But I mean, China's huge, so that's not really a fair comparison. But per capita, yeah, they would be tough to deal with a couple of little drone aircraft carriers. It'd be hard. That'd be a hard one to deal with.
Yeah, like I said, right now, we're they're not allowed to have a standing military. They're not allowed to have a military. We're their military essentially.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean,
it kind of sucks. I hate being that foreign country.
You ever heard anything about 731?
No.
Oh wow, we're definitely going to talk about 731 in the After Dark then, because that is one of the. Hello, little Mia. How you doing? So the SS, right? And you had the Doctor's Division and all of that, and Goebbels and the whole Angel of Death, that whole squad in Germany.
Yeah.
Japan had Unit 731.
So yeah, I haven't heard of them.
And you've never heard of them because they were never brought up on war crimes. There was no Nuremberg for the Japanese war criminals. None of that happened. Now, there was some like Japanese redneck justice that went down after the war that nobody ever talks about. That's some interesting stories, but nothing huge. But yeah, there was a few people that just got murked in the street by freaking Yakuza and shit because they were naughty. They were very naughty, and we know what you did. So, Anyway, what's up, Resla? Welcome in, bud. There's another story about the Masamune. Heard that name before, right?
Yeah, I have heard that name.
The sword that is based off of was lost at the end of World War II because it was supposedly actually turned in to kind of solidify that family's, I guess, submission to the U.S. military powers. Anyway, there's a bunch of really cool stories out of that time period. But I want you to do something for me. You've managed to make it all the way through a show, and you haven't ran off or helicoptered your penis around. So you're doing good. I'm proud of you.
It's hard. It's hard not to.
You got to resist, though, bro. Just another few minutes, and then we can go hog wild. We're gonna pop you up big screen, let you tell everybody who you are, where to find you, what your your channels are, everywhere, bro, everywhere.
All right. Yeah. Once again, I'm Devil Made Me Do It. You can find me at Nalik3 on X. I wasn't Devil Made Me Do It yet, so that's where I went with. You can follow me at YouTube on YouTube. Go subscribe to Beelzebub. That's my thing. And see it in the background of the thing. Looks like the Pornhub thing, but Beelzebub. I thought it was clever. And then
top of the link to lock out of the chat.
Perfect. And then check out every Wednesday we got a show called Make Me a Sandwich. It's satirical kind of man's blaming women for everything because, well, they're guilty of everything. And then check out every Friday going into Saturday the pub. Great shows. It's a lot of fun. Comedy, if you like humor, you like to laugh. Yeah, or you don't like sleep, you hate sleep.
No, I'm sleep by then, dude. Like I have sat down at this chair on several occasions and been like, all right, I'm gonna stay up, watch Beelzebub. And I put on and I do, and I'm flipping through stuff over here, doing stuff over there. And, okay, we got 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and I wake up at 4 a.m. I'm like, man, that ain't right.
The only rule we like really have is I people I invite on, they fall asleep all the time before they get to the show. They won't show up and they'll call me later and be like, "I'm so sorry, I fell asleep." That's fine. I get it. It's one of the latest shows we have in like the kind of group that we run in. But if you come on the show, if you actually make it on panel and you fall asleep, the next thumbnail I make for the pub the next week, I'm putting you on there and I'm drawing a penis on your face. That's the rule. It's I'm just waiting for the first person to do that.
I kind of dig it. It has me slightly aroused. I'm not gonna lie.
Me too.
I was actually I was really happy last night when I found out I was in some dude's mouth all night. Like, apparently, he can't get enough of me in his mouth because he's got me in his mouth all the time. And I just found out about this and I'm like, yay, cool. It was fun, I guess, right?
Living rent free.
Tell everybody, say bye. We'll be back in about 3 minutes. Bye. There we go. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Sasquatch Shills for Sasquatch Shills, so you don't have to. And the whole reason I do all of this is basically a thesis of the general population on YouTube. I have a theory, and maybe one day, just maybe one day, we'll solve it.
Sorry. Good news, though. We're going to have to move the party somewhere a little bit more private, but you're all invited. Lorenzo will give you the details. Yeah!
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my...
Well, that's screwed up completely. Did that freeze up on y'all's end?
Yeah.
You're up on panel. Stop being weird. Now she's off panel. Okay, so Unit 731. So after World War II, we had stop showing us crack pipes. After World War II, we had Operation Paper. Where I know I'm just messing with you. Where we took an awful lot.
Can you hear me? Though?
Yes, we can hear you. We took a whole bunch of the brains out of the basically what would later become the European Union, I suppose. We naturalized them as American citizens, brought them over, and we got NASA. Part of that deal was that Russia picked up any of the actual physical copies of data that they found and the machines themselves. And so we only got a few machines. They got most of the physical material. So that was kind of the exchange that was made. I don't know who decided that or how that came to pass, but that's how it landed. We get the people, you get the stuff. 731 didn't go that way, because what happened with 731 is the Japanese surrendered. There wasn't an exchange of power. There was no transition of electorates or anything like that. The emperor was still the emperor, and he still maintained control over his troops through the honor system that existed previous to World War II, right? And when 731 went belly up, they actually got a little bit of a warning before the end of the war. They saw the writing on the wall. They were doing things. They referred to people as cordwood. And they would talk about how many cords of wood they would process on a given day. And these people were full on doing anthrax experiments. It's where we get a lot of our gas experiments, that were our knowledge about what happens to people who like methane, overexposure to radon, overexposure to, black mold and stuff like that, all that crazy stuff.
We were just talking about.
Yeah, it's huge, and there's a huge conspiracy theory that goes along with it. And what this is about is Yamamoto's gold. So there was this hugely wealthy cat. Apparently, he had stolen like a giant golden Buddha or something, and supposedly 731 or someone in 731 discovered the gold chopped up from the giant golden Buddha, loaded it up on a ship, and dipped out somewhere with it. And no one's ever found it. This happened, of course, in the very ends of the World War, and like Tojo's surrender had already taken place, and so there's no records on it. And this was part of what got destroyed when 731 pulled up shop. Right, what we got from Japan was absolutely groundbreaking in the medical field, and it was because, and this is the most heinous part of all this, it covered statistics. I mean, the German effort was very logistic, very precise. The Japanese effort pretty much just tried it on everybody. It was wild.
Man, that
But they were Japanese.
yeah, that them taking apart
Japanese
the
people, they were fuckered up
oh yeah
back then.
oh yeah the them taking apart that giant Buddha and where the money went and stuff. That sounds like some sort of like, you know, Indiana Jones National Treasure type movie
They
idea,
took
right?
Shivalinga.
Here's the thing. We can't prove it's not real. As in, there was supposedly once a giant fucking golden Buddha, and it was stolen. Now,
That's fucked up.
where, when, or how that went on, or any of that stuff is all up to the birds, man. Like, y'all can pick and choose that however you want. But when it comes down to it,
It's melted it.
there is a non-zero possibility that Yamamoto's gold is what financed the war effort as far as it did. And there's a non-zero possibility that Yamamoto's gold is sitting in a cave somewhere in the Philippines right now, right next to an old World War II sub that just never took off. It never left. Because 731 were like Hitler's SS if Hitler's SS had more slaves. They had Manchuria as a slave population. Those mountains would have been riddled with tunnels.
Yeah, man. Like the stuff, some of the stuff about history that you find out is just crazy. That's wild. I have never heard of 731. That is crazy.
I never until you told me the other day about it. And I thought I knew a bit about the Second World War. I don't know shit about the Second World War.
One of the things when me and Captain Curmudgeon first hooked up, and we were talking. What's up, Ames? Welcome in, Rosla. Good to see you. Barbie's a new face to you? Bullshit, dude. Like, she's an established character. She has her own lore. Independent of mine, like, it has nothing to do with me.
And I don't even try. I'm not even trying either. That's what's really sad about it. Not even trying to do that. It just happens. What can I say?
Oh yeah, that's one of the things you always figure out when you do YouTube is lore makes itself, and you don't ever really give it permission. It just happens, and next thing you know, people are, you know, saying something about you because you made one comment.
Yeah.
It's not a temple, man. It's actually got horns. It's got horns.
It's time for a toast, ladies and gentlemen. Here's to you and here's to me, and may we never disagree, but if we do, to hell with you. Here's to me. The devil made me do it.
Nice.
The devil always makes you know. I don't know, man. I have these weird conversations sometimes with God and the devil. Like,
She missed it.
I had this joke with my buddy that he owes the devil $10.
Honey, this is the devil made me do it. That's
I
why
know.
I did
I
the
can see
Georgia
that.
on the
I thought the Pornhub looking thing was also pretty clever.
Oh, wait, that's badass as fuck, wasn't it? I threw down the whole thing without slipping my tongue once, I think. I'm going to have to go back and listen.
I don't think I the first time I ever seen it, I was like, man, that looks like the Pornhub look. That's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah,
I shouldn't know that either. I shouldn't know that.
First time you saw me, what I said was it was the play that funky music white boy line. I broke off on part of play that funky music white boy, and apparently it was all that she needed. She's been here ever since.
Oh yeah, I am slightly delayed, probably.
You are.
Like,
You've got about a 3-second delay. It's slightly nerve wracking. I can see Devil made me do it over here, rubbing at that fucking migraine that's going to happen here in about 20 minutes.
no, it's killing me too. I'm gonna take my damn meds now. Shit.
Not on camera. The fuck out of here with that shit.
No, it's funny how my name came about.
I literally caught her doing it when I brought you back up. Oh,
What? I wasn't doing anything.
Not nothing at
I was
all.
being a good girl.
Besides the
I'm
devil.
always on my best behavior.
Right.
No, it's funny how my name came about. Everyone assumes it's because I'm like, I have, I like the devil or some shit. No, it has literally, when I first started doing the memes and I wanted to change my name, I thought I liked the idea of blaming something for anything I do instead of taking responsibility for it. I always kind of thought that was funny. So I was all, yeah, I did this meme, but it's not my fault. The devil made me do it. And so, but then everyone just started calling me Devil because they didn't want to say the whole name. So when we started doing the show on the Legion of Memers channel, I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go with it. And so I started playing the devil character, and it just became a thing. And next thing you know, now it's kind of the running joke is that I'm actually the devil, and so.
Well, the best trick the devil ever played was to convince them that you're a YouTuber.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah, joke's on you.
Oh, come on, Rosla. Don't be that kind of yeah, just spell it right and put it back up there. Or you can come up here and talk to me. I could do what Northwoods was doing last night. Did you see that shit last night? Of course you did.
What happened? I was busy.
Ajot decided to change the naughty corner to something different, and she went for some drama stuff. And I mean, yeah, no, she did some mad numbers. Didn't do so great on my channel because we do different drama, right? Entirely different community, entirely different, and so it was kind of one-sided, the whole thing. But fine, whatever. I was learning something. I didn't know anything about these people, and it turns out that I'm a hated individual or marked man or something. I don't know, which is great. I love being in people's mouths. It's the best place to be. So, what up, Jason? So, 2 hours and 20 minutes of basically this dude begging people to come up on panel and then spurging out when they show up, not letting anybody speak because he's too busy, I believe, literally scrolling through his own. You're not going to show me your butthole, are you? All right, you get 20 minutes.
The Uranus joke would come in.
That was a dumb question. What's up, guy? Good to see you.
You're going to wait until I turn it off to show us your butthole, right?
Fuck you, man. You know, good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Hi, Barbie. Hey, Devil. Good to see you guys. I was just listening. Go on. Leave me alone.
Oh, where was I at? I don't even know what I was saying. What was I saying? You ruined everything.
Looking at his butthole.
Yeah, you were looking at my butthole when it first came up. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. You're probably here to derail some stuff, but good luck. We were really on a rail. I don't care about you here, dude. Like, it'd be all right.
No, I'm just saying. If you know me better, you know well that I listen.
Oh yeah, you do you, boo boo. You'll be fine. I have.
That's
right,
really orange.
I've got something over here. Check this out.
What we got going?
So on March 26th of 2025, an officer responded to a call about a woman refusing to remove her dogs from the beach. Now, here's the thing. There are public beaches where if you're going to have a dog, you have to have them on a leash. And there are public beaches where you don't have to have a leash. But typically, it's best to assume your dog should be on a leash in almost every case. Because if not, you're responsible for whatever goes wrong there, right? So home chick's walking down a public beach, which is fine. There's nothing wrong there. Has her dogs. I don't think they're on a leash, and that may be the issue. When they find you with your dogs on the beach with a leash, you better have some little plastic baggies in your pocket because they will write you a fucking ticket for not having prepared, right? Because nobody wants to
poop sack.
An officer responded to a call about a woman refusing to remove her dogs from the beach.
Hello?
Okay, so the name of this video is Reno 911, but it's real life. I can't. I only watched.
Sure? Are you sure? Did you watch the 500 that I did?
The 500?
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
It's so easy.
Yeah, policia. Come on the beach.
Yeah.
Well, technically, she's not on the beach. Why are you trying to arrest her? She's in the ocean. Is the
but you need to get on the beach so I can do the shady shit. So I can be a shady cop.
Holy shit!
Her dogs are on the beach. Okay, yeah.
Oh yes, yes.
Why are they out there without her?
Okay.
It's real.
Well, she's in the water.
I can't hear you. Yeah. Hopefully it's not salt water. Here.
Of course it is. It's
salt water.
You dum-dum, it's an ocean.
Well.
All right. So what's the judgment here? We have two puppies that were pretty much sitting quietly and not bothering nobody, as far as I can tell, and a chick out there doing laps. Is anything illegal happening here?
Well,
yeah, the sand's too hot.
It's one of those things.
The water's too salty.
I hate laws that the government puts in place just so they can have power, just so they can sit there and infringe on you. And she's not hurting anyone. I understand if your dogs are attacking people or being a nuisance even, but if your dogs are being quiet, just leave her the fuck alone.
Yeah, hell to the yeah.
I agree.
Who's the officer? Is the guy with the big belly and the beige shirt, or is there a different officer?
I'm not 100% sure. I didn't
that dude don't look like an officer. He just looks like.
I suspect he's a pod person, and this is where he keeps his little alien that drives.
That's the worst figure I ever seen for a man's body. That's pretty sad.
No joke.
He's like, get in my belly.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, she's bothering.
I'm pretty sure that's wildlife.
Okay. Boy.
Hey, you got two dogs over here and they're just chilling out. I'm gonna run you in. Doofy.
I don't know. Hey, ahoy! Bam!
Dum-dum.
I would be the absolute worst cop ever because I would let people get away with whatever they wanted, long as it didn't hurt people. So, like speeding, I'd be like, "Hey, they didn't run over anyone. Let them go." I don't care. I literally would be the worst cop.
That's harsh.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's harsh. Say that. That's harsh. What's up, Ben Daddy?
Ben T, good to see you, bud.
You're subject to arrest. Okay. It's better.
He's new here, right?
Get out of the water so we can have a conversation, please. I need you to come conversate with me.
I bet she's hammered.
Did you say you have a gun?
That woman's been drinking since 5 a.m.
Which one? The North Horror Mountain Girl?
This one.
Oh, sorry.
I like how he's all, did you say you had a gun?
Yeah.
So like, if I was, I'd be like, no gun. She's in the water.
I love you, North Horror Mountain Girl. I'm just playing, you know.
Hi, how are you, girl? Welcome in. Stop being so mean, bro. God. What the hell's going on here?
AJot was trolling me.
Congratulations.
Okay, I thought I heard you say you have a gun. Is that what you said?
Yeah, she's out there swimming with it just stuffed in between her crack. What the fuck?
Like I got a gun. I
don't know exactly.
He said, no, she said you're so dumb.
You reckon she's hiding a 357 in that?
Well, don't work now. Amanda, can you come talk
She's
to me?
got a 12 gauge.
No, we can't drive on the beach, but it's
You
fine
go
for
buy
them.
Amanda, or you go buy something
Yeah,
else.
and how many units do they need for one swimmer? Jesus Christ, there's like 3 SUVs there.
And they've got the police boat out. You see the police boat? It's right there.
I'd walk up and be like, "You guys must think I'm really
What do
dangerous."
they do? Like superhuman dogs?
I think that
Were the dogs swimming?
She's been drinking since 5 a.m. She woke up to a box of wine. That's my theory. What you reckon?
I don't know. I think they just have to justify all the money they put into those. So they're like, well, we just bought all these SUVs with taxpayer money. Let's just drive them, even though it's totally unnecessary to take them out there.
Huh. Yeah,
Sit in the church parking lot and catch people in a speed trap just because we ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah,
but sit in the church parking lot.
I was talking to somebody about this the other night, and I was like, so it don't snow real often down here. So we got a snow plow and a salt truck next to a snow plow with a salt truck next to a snow plow with a salt truck. And the only difference is the first one showed up in 1948. They're all in perfectly operational condition. They've literally been parked there, part of the motor pool, since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
When it comes to cops, though,
you never know, man.
We also got a bearcat over here, like a bison. I'm in a small town, dude. Like, we have an anti-material vehicle, like an armored fucking truck.
Yeah. So if somebody won't come out of a porta potty, they break it out just so they can sit there and say, "Yeah, we used it."
Yeah. I'll be honest, I've never actually seen
every resource possible.
But I will tell you this much. I would really like it if they would put it in the freaking parade. If you're not going to use it for anything else, at least drive it in the parade. We have a parade here every year. Drive it in the parade.
When?
It's a couple of weeks here. It's usually, I think, the first weekend of October. I think.
Yeah. Sasquatch isn't allowed there, though. No more.
Oh, I am. I live on the parade route. Like, I'm the place people come to go to the parade.
Pit stop at Squatches. Can't blame them.
Basically. We lost Jason because apparently my chat is a savage. You can pay to get rid of people. I don't mind. Like, I'll totally kick his ass out. I have no problem with it. The 11th of October, apparently, when our fall festival takes place, our little parade.
Pretty cool.
Yep.
That's got something to do with devil worship, probably.
Your mom.
But I need you to talk to me. I have your dogs in my car. Can you come take care of them, please? Can you take care of your dogs? Listen, we're not doing this all day. You gotta come. You gotta just walk here. Listen, I'll make you a deal. You walk here
Don't believe
and
it,
we'll
bitch.
walk to my cruiser, you and me.
How many boxes of wine you reckon we got?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Inner?
Get ready with Stanton here.
She's already got one in her and she's got one in the car.
Pull me over when you stop.
I don't think there's a car here. I think she's at this hotel right there. Like, right over there somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, well, she drove the whole box of wine. Yeah, she could make
I'm just guessing on that. I know the type.
Oh, hold on! Don't do it. We're gonna be on video everywhere.
Shut the front door. What's up, holy skunk? Welcome in. Homie's like, yeah, don't drive through the beach. We're gonna be on everything everywhere. So, and then he covers up his camera.
Stop running, please. I just want to talk to you. That's all.
He's so desperate. Please just come and talk to me, please.
I think they're all like, we're out of here. Okay.
Fuck this shit. I'm out.
They probably got drugs on them.
Dude, why the hell did he turn away? She wasn't that far into the water. Didn't want to get your shoes wet.
He didn't want to get his feet wet.
I need you out of the water now. Stop. Stop. You're a grown adult. Get out of the water.
And you just pussied out of fucking tackling her, you. I'd be like,
I could have tackled her, but I would have been knee deep in water.
oh no.
Oh, God bless it.
I would have been like, okay, bitch, you done pissed me off now. I threw my fucking shoes off to the side. I would have been like, I'm getting you. I don't care if I have to chase you 5 miles offshore. I'm going to fucking drag your ass back to the beach, bitch.
You remember the Jamie Foxx chick that he played on In Living Color?
Oh, yeah. The one with the fucked up eyes where she's like, I'm going to rock your world.
Yeah, bitch, I'm gonna rock the world. Look at how dopey the tall guy looks. I don't know, he might be a nice guy, but he's a cop, so.
And people are going to be recording us and just
Oh, God.
Yeah. I was gonna.
He's a little pussy.
I'm like, she just went in the water. I'm like,
all right, well, let's give her a little space again, and maybe.
Let me find out
She's
what
gonna
car
get
she has. We'll just
blistered.
set up on the car, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll just set up on the car. Nice. Dick bags.
Oh.
Screw that. I'd be like, what's the distance on our tasers? I'm going to try to get her from here.
That might be illegal fishing.
All of a sudden, you just see her flopping on the top of the water. Like, yes.
Okay, John. This isn't even a naughty corner video. This is just the next random video I had in my stack over here. Probably did pick it for naughty corner, but we didn't do the naughty corner. We did the other naughty corner. The naughty.
Naughty.
All the news now. Just delete the video of me trying to run. You ready? Do we go?
Let me try to run.
Get in there.
Bitch,
Get in my car. Right there with your dog.
Ma'am, come in or we kill the dogs. I'm just saying.
I'm sacrificing the ball.
We're trying to help you out. Amanda, nobody's gonna hurt you. Come on.
I will put you in the back of the car.
Quit playing around, lady.
Come on out. Thank you. It's all right. Just come on out. Come on out, Amanda. I appreciate it. Come on.
Come here.
Come on.
Just not.
Grab my glasses.
I'm not violent, please.
Okay, that's all right.
But you need to listen.
Oh, I thought it was a big baby last year.
Look how burnt she is.
I'm not
Yes.
Very good.
Well, then why didn't you listen to us?
That's why she didn't want to get out of the water.
No, you weren't.
Hell, she's melting.
Yes, you have this. Yes, you did.
Okay.
You ready? See you on my cruiser.
And what's she wearing?
Passenger side.
Why are you so excessive?
Not a swimsuit exactly.
No.
I think you're right about
She's
the
like a
box line.
smock from the Renaissance.
Not embarrassing. Don't you want to get in the cruiser?
All right. Now that we've heard her talk a little bit, do you want to make a guess at blood alcohol?
Ooh,
Oh, 0.08.
1.2.
No way it's a 1. There's no way. 1% of her blood is alcohol. Dude, she'd be dead.
I thought the high was 2 point. I thought it was when you 0.2. So it's the point. Okay.
Because it's the blood to alcohol. They have to be balanced. Like, that's why they call it tipsy. She's ripped. She's ripped.
Right. Like I said, I think she rolled out of bed this morning to a box of wine.
Donut operator was talking about it one time, and he was I can't remember what the number was, but there was some lady that was so blitzed. He's all like, and they said when she blew what it was, and he said that was
possible, right? It can be done, but your average individual that gets much more than a 0.15 is dead. Now you have people like old school alcoholics who've been drinking since they were 14 and they just function at a 1.7 at a 0.17. These people can get especially drunk and survive a 2. I've heard of a 4, but I can't verify that through actual verifiable channels. Like
I think it was 4. Like I just saw the video too. And the chick, he was pissed off because she crashed her Hellcat, and he's all, "You fucked up a Hellcat. Just take her to prison. Like, put her away for life."
I never got to the actual blood alcohol limit though that she had.
I said 0.08. That's what I'm guessing. Because I can't tell how chunky she is. She looks like she might be a little meaty.
She got some beef on her, but I don't see that as a problem. It just means she knows where the sausage and biscuits are kept.
Yeah.
It could affect the blood alcohol, though.
Yeah, she can store a lot of liquor in those milk bags in front of her.
Price is king. Come on. Give me a second.
Man, we gave you a lot more than a second.
No, why don't you stand up?
I would fuck with her. I'd be like, "Did you piss in that ocean? Did you piss in that ocean? Like, do you know what kind of charges you're looking at, ma'am?"
See, I'd be a terrible cop. That's why I would be a terrible cop. I'd be fucking with people. I makes lame as hell, bro. Like,
fucking cops.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, no,
I do.
That's neither here nor there. I'm saying, as a cop, I would be just hardcore. Like, meow is nothing, dude. Like,
yeah.
There's funnier things we could do.
Ouch, that
Well, nobody's hurting you. Nobody's hurting you.
You got it.
There you go.
It's not happening ever again.
I hope
That's good. Yeah, we
Okay.
don't need this to happen
The-
again.
The troops are here. They're real troops.
Yeah.
My grandma.
Fine. Oh God.
Can I have my dogs in my purse and stuff?
We'll deal with that in a second.
Oh, honey, you're going to jail.
What am I charging?
That was called resisting without violence.
Ma'am, just
Stop it. Stop.
nobody's doing anything.
Stop.
Let's get up.
It's
Come
not
on,
happening.
just get up.
Have I ever told you my theory about what I call matron syndrome?
No.
Okay. So check it out. You have these women who live in their home and they only ever deal with their husbands, their brothers, their fathers, their children, and everyone does everything they want done because they don't want to piss her off. And you end up with this situation where they have matron syndrome. They honestly believe everyone's supposed to do what they tell them because that's how it works at home. And so they end up in public dealing with officials and they have no critical thinking capable of dealing with the situation. And you end up with shit like this.
I could believe that. Yeah. I don't get how people like, because there's dudes who are the same way. They just have this idea that somehow saying stop, that the cops are going to go, okay, well, they said stop. What can we do now, guys?
Do what the nice man with the gun tells you to, because if you don't, they'll send the not nice man, and he also has a gun. You're not going to beat this rap on the side of the road, but you might beat this shit in a courtroom. So let's do all of this as non-violently as possible, and then when we get to the courtroom, I will get a lawyer that will eviscerate their asses.
That's exactly it. Cops make mistakes all the time. Cops are in the wrong all the time. But that's not, the side of the road is not where you fight that out. You take, like you said, you go to court, you get a lawyer, they help you, and you freaking point out that the cop was the dumb piece of shit and you're right and they're the assholes. You go on the side of the road and you say, you know what? I know my rights, and so I'm not going to do what you say. Really? You want to bet?
73 times. That's kind of how that plays out. I don't know. I mean, I'm a very cunning linguist, if you will, and I'm willing to sit down and discuss things in depth with anyone at virtually any point in time without worrying about finding myself on infirm footing, right? Because I don't make claims.
Yeah, you're
that
real good at that.
I just.
Sorry. I said you're real good at that.
Yeah, the talking part, I do that thing. I am loquacious. That's true.
I just hope that if I ever get caught drunk in public, and that it's a girl cop that confronts me, just because I tend to get like really kind of fucking like I'll talk dirty and shit, and I really don't want footage of me talking dirty to a dude drunk. So I
yeah, I can see that being a little weird.
You see, as a YouTuber, and I want to be perfectly clear about this. As a YouTuber, should I happen to end up drunk in a squad car and I find the camera, I feel like it is my responsibility to provide myself with content. And so I am definitely going to do like, I don't know, some song or something. I don't know what it'll be, but it'll be fucking epic, and you will have never seen it happen in the back of a squad car before.
Sad. There's footage of Sasquatch singing "Let It Go" from Frozen in the back of a squad car.
No. Would you like to do some blow, man? Yay. Would you like to do a light or two? Just me or you? Enough to start.
You got to do that. You got to do that. If you ever end up in the back of the car, that's a banger.
I don't know. It'll be something. It'll be something. I don't know what it'll be, but God forbid there's 3 camera angles because I'm going to use them all. Might film my own video.
I've got this really nice camera gifted to me.
Kevin DeFoya, your music video. Every image in this thing had to be FOIA'd. Freedom of information. Oh, that's awesome. I might have to go lose a bet.
They charge out the ass for some of that shit. Some of those
states.
FOIA documents, they're pricey, yeah.
Well,
depends on what you're asking.
Yeah, no, the problem is people don't generally do it specifically enough. They'll be like, I want body cameras from June 3rd. And that's 43,000 hours of body camera footage. Yeah, that's going to be pricey.
You're going to have to get up.
Stand up.
There's a lot of people here.
Amanda, stand up. Ew. You got it. Hey.
That's not good.
Why do they kick?
Stop. What is this?
No.
Stop it.
Never again. I'm not Jesus Christ, but he's here. Thank you, guys. There's children here.
If you can get her feet, I can grab her feet.
I don't think you can get in the car.
No.
All right. Come on, Amanda.
No.
I need you to get in the cruiser. I'm going to force you.
Now, I want to reiterate something I've said before. Once they've got the jury on you, you're going.
Yeah. You heard him say, can you get her feet? I'll get her feet.
Yep.
Like, she's about to get tossed into that bitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's up?
In the whole
Nicole, good to see you.
In the whole history of cops and shit, never have you in these kind of circumstances have you said no, I'm not gonna go, and they just go, okay,
our bad.
There you go. Goodbye.
Everybody's heard the stand-up bit by Ron White called "They Called Me Tater Salad."
I love that.
Yeah.
So there's a line in that particular bit, right, where he says, I don't know how many it would have taken, but I knew how many they were going to use. That line explains everything you need to know about dealing with law enforcement.
Exactly. 100%.
And I mean,
And they usually come in 2. Rarely are they solo.
There's very rare you get to deal with one cop. That's part of the problem here. When they're like, when one of them is screaming, "Put your hands up! Put your hands on top of your head! Put your hands behind your back! Turn around and walk backwards toward me while humming the fucking alphabet in Swahili."
Suck like that here too.
Something wrong with me.
What's wrong with you? What are you talking about? There's something wrong with me.
Something wrong with me.
Yeah, you're autistic.
I get older upper body if you want to grab my legs.
Your mama.
I'm almost full like.
There you go. What's that?
What up, Dennis? Welcome in, bud.
Oh, Dennis. Act like that was so hard.
I got that.
She kicked you?
Yeah.
Arms on him.
Oh, that's assault on an officer. That's felony.
Yep. I never get why they all kick every single time these idiots kick. That's
I don't
get it.
Yeah, I get it if like, oh, I kick them and then I'm free. But that doesn't happen. All you do is catch a assault charge on a peace officer. What's the point of it?
I'm fixing to
gonna win.
house this bitch. Let me see her. I want her to turn her head just a little bit further forward. I want to see both eyes.
Oh, that's a new one.
Hold on. I need to see both eyes.
You know that chick pissed in the back of that car.
You know it.
I think she peed before she got in the car. I think she peed all over herself.
I think she went into the ocean to pee, and that's when the cop showed up.
She's like, ew.
Hold on. Listen. You see home chick, right? You see her? Hold on. I can give you a little bit of a better view. All right. Do you see the burn under both eye sockets? Do you see the hollowness under this particular eye? The hollowness in her cheek. This chick is dehydrated. She might need to be hospitalized level dehydrated. Like,
yeah, that's why her arms are so red. That's why she's doing all that shit, because she's fucked up. She needs water bad.
I mean, clearly,
like not salt water.
She's on some chemicals. I promise you. I mean, look at her pupils.
Yeah.
Look at this woman's
yeah.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. She's gonna glance over to her right when she does. That bitch might be on ayahuasca, bro. Like,
yeah.
Equals. See, the thing is methamphetamines makes them pinpricks, right?
Yeah.
Whereas things like mushrooms, hallucinogens, those kind of things, they'll turn them into your cornea will virtually disappear, swallowed by your pupil. You'll have these big, huge pools of dark blackness inside your eyes.
Yeah.
That's what the methamphetamine does to me. It don't make them small.
That's because you're in
they
a dark
get really big.
That's because you're in a dark room, you fucking troglodyte. You're over there, goddamn artificial cave, trying to talk about some. Oh my god, that nightlight is bright.
It is. I got blue eyes, man. They're sensitive.
I got blue eyes. Go fuck yourself. That is the least. That is the least useful excuse you could use right now.
Well, that's the one I'm using. That's the one I'm gonna go with.
Hey, Devil, have you ever encountered Aiden Paladin?
No.
No, never heard.
All right. So Aiden Paladin, and this is her. This is the she of it. She does some of the primoest long form content around the psychology of stuff, right? Like there's nothing specific. It's not psychology of, it's psychology in general, but then she takes it and breaks it. Like this one. This one's a 2 hour and 9 minute long video of her breaking down the biology of hard times and strong men.
Jeez.
She breaks it down to the philosophies, the psychological impetuses, the id, the factotum. She does all the stuff and all the things, right? I love her content. It's kind of slipped a little bit in the past couple of years, but not because of the quality of the data, but because YouTube requires you to do FaceTime and do this thing that she's doing here. And I think that this detracts from what it is she's trying to do. I think this interferes with the thought process that created the videos that made me watch this channel. And like I said, it's a 2.5 hour long, it's a 2 hour long fucking video. So there's really no point in trying to get into it. But she does really, really deep thought type videos from a psychological perspective.
I love that kind of stuff.
I'll drop her link backstage.
I could listen to stuff like that for hours.
I don't know for sure. I think Sam might know her.
I'm a lazy motherfucker. I could never put that much work into a fucking video or anything like for YouTube. I'm not that.
I put work on my channel. I'm not monetized. I'm still not monetized. That shit was not easy. Everything I've done on YouTube up until the point that I met Sasquatch was pretty much self-taught, and I run that shit into the ground sometimes because I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I still want my my squatter series. I want you to go get some funky music and literally change clothes, go to some place and squat and film like 10 seconds and do a 50-second video of you squatting in various places.
Like, I'm gonna do it like intersections and stuff. Major intersections here and there.
I don't care where you do it. I just think it would be hilarious.
It would be funny. It's such a thing. It's such an atypical thing to see weird shit like that in the town I live in. Like I said, I saw that old man the other day. I'm telling you, somebody's grandpa escaped on them. As soon as he saw that, he was like, lucid moment. He saw the door without the bell on it, and he was gone. He said, fuck the shirt, grabbed the walker, took off. And then I saw him, and I was like,
gentlemen, yet, either one of you, is this guy? Recognize this guy? Nobody should. I'll be honest, nobody should. Homeboy over here, get this. He's running around with 553,000 subscribers, and he's doing stuff like this, right? He's not doing bad. I've got no hate for the gentleman, but he literally wants to bring in full-on AI tyranny, techno tyranny, if you will.
That's no good.
Ooh, today is my birthday.
Happy birthday, bud.
It is said that
I've got a question, Double. Do you reckon Frosty the Snowman says happy birthday every time he comes?
I do.
Happy birthday. Under there now. Good girl.
with age comes wisdom. And I know how to solve all the political problems that we have. I know how to
He's got the answer. This gentleman has it.
We have all these AI.
I would disagree with the idea that age comes wisdom, because there's some really dumb people that made it to their fucking 70s and 80s. You don't. It's not.
Yeah, I know some fucking people that are like almost 50, and you'd swear they're fucking 12 on their best day. It's like, bruh.
Yeah, I mean, all right. So I know the type of people. I've got two of these people as daughters, and it was the most amazing thing to watch take place. I have one daughter, my oldest daughter. When she was born, she was 45. She was 45 until the day she turned 18. The day she turned 18, she ran off with some dude, got knocked up by another dude, married another dude, annulled the marriage, tried to marry that dude, didn't marry that dude. He's in prison, and now she's got 2 kids and lives in a trailer over here, and I can't tell her shit. She went from being a 45-year-old matron taking care of her family to being a 12-year-old princess overnight. My other daughter was literally your classic glitter princess floating around, blessing people and bippity boppity booing her way through her entire life until the day she turned 18, when some switch flipped in her head. She got a job, showed up at work every day, and doesn't bother anybody.
That's cool.
Wow. What's up, Truth Be Told? Welcome in, bud. Link's pinned. And if you can't see the link, let me know. I'll redrop it. Because apparently I lost advanced features or something. I don't know. So this guy, have you figured out what he wants to do yet?
No.
Okay, let him tell you. He'll tell you. See, this is the thing. If you listen to these people, they'll tell you what they want to do.
We have all these AI and technology to kill, to harm, to make money for billionaires. We use all this technology for that. Why can't somebody? Now, I'm the first one to say this, so I should be the originator of it, right? I'm not the one that's going to code it, but I am the first one that's going to say it.
We thunk it up, y'all.
Why
Just
can't
me
one
and
of
him.
these tech companies create a real-time fact checker? A real-time fact checker. When a politician is talking in an interview, that there could be a real-time fact check. So if they say something that is misinformation, disinformation, a total lie, then there would be some type of indication and the truth would be placed on the screen.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to give you the full screen. I'm going to let you explain the problem here. Go.
The problem is that who controls the fact check? We have these things when on a lot of the presidential debates, they're supposed to have fact checkers and shit that and what ends up happening, they fact check one side, not the other. You can't expect the computer to do it themselves. There has to be somebody who's gonna pick and choose who gets fact checked, who doesn't. It's a flawed system.
The flawed system is the fact that he's specifically stating he wants AI fact checkers. He wants somebody, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Google, Alphabet, you name it, to create an AI to fact check the politicians to verify that everything they say is true. When in reality, all this does is prove the bias of the general media that you're operating on.
Yeah.
Because take Snopes. Snopes is a perfect example of selective fact checking.
Yeah, there is no perfect fact check because, like I said, there's no matter how you do it, whoever created the algorithm, whoever created the program, whoever coded it, whatever it is, along the way there was somebody with an opinion who had their finger in it.
Yeah,
and when they do, their bias is going to be written into it.
God damn it!
Arrested.
Fucking stop it! I'm trying to run a show over here, and you refuse to operate properly. Don't you hate it when Google starts doing shit without you? I want to show you.
God, yes.
Check this out. So, actually, I'll back up a little bit further and show you the whole thing. Right. So, a group of people. Wild video shows huge mob of masked black-clad thieves storming a California jewelry store and making off with around $1 million in merchandise in just over a minute.
Look what they wanted. Here's one of the clips.
I'm going to mute it. I love Acorn Stash. He's my boy, but I just want to show you. Check this out. Hold up. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. We're gonna drop it down to half speed, right? And it's still going to be in less than a minute. I want to know who drops the freaking tire tool next to the door. Someone dropped the tire tool. I think that tire tool was supposed to hold the door open. It'll be right here in just a second. They come in and robbed $1 million in like 60 seconds.
Oh God!
Welcome to California.
There it is. Where did it come from?
Right there.
Look,
the dude broke the glass with it.
Yeah, and then threw
The
it
dude
behind
breaking
me.
the glass to the left.
All right.
He's got the red gloves on or whatever. It looks like from my end.
Okay.
They look like they're wearing those damn latex medical gloves.
Dude, as long as there's, I'm not gonna finish that statement.
All
Yeah.
these people are future doctors and lawyers.
Yes, no, these are
Guarantee you.
your Democrat voters. Can I say that?
Yeah.
I was about to say something else.
Look, I don't want it to be this way. It's not my fault that the observations that I make in the world are absolutely fucking hilarious. That's your fault. Y'all are the ones that make it this way. I'm just pointing it out that's fucking retarded.
And then y'all get butthurt when we call you out on it. Like, what are you doing, man?
Welcome in. You can hit the link or something.
I had that conversation.
If I don't get some kind of interesting conversation going on in the next 5 fucking minutes, I'm gonna play some really fucking snazzy ass goddamn outro and leave. And I'm gonna bother my wife while I'm drinking.
Bother her. She's game. Leave her alone.
No, that ship has sailed. I'm already drinking. So at this point, you have two choices. Either y'all can make it worthwhile for me to maintain live streaming status, or, and hear me out on this one, I could just go fuck with my wife for a while and pass out.
Well, I only got a couple minutes anyway.
You're good, dude. You've done it. You've done an amazing job. You've been absolutely phenomenal. You've been a good sport. I appreciate it. I love it. At some point in time in the future, I'm going to go and edit down the episode and upload it as a premiere. I have no idea when that happens. I'm very, very lazy. I make no promises. I'm just saying.
You do well, though.
I try.
Yeah.
Demon speed? No. Hard pass. I don't know.
Just show us your boobs.
If anybody wants to see something that I think is kind of cool, go look at the very beginning of this live stream, and I threw down the entire opening part of The Devil Went Down to Georgia flawlessly. I have tried to do that at least 5 times since I started streaming, and I have never been able to actually pull it off, and I'm absolutely amazed. I'm going to go back and check it out, but I'm pretty sure it was flawless.
Why don't you just pull your button? Can you not do it while we're streaming? You can't do it right now?
I did it. That's exactly what I told Devil right before I came in. I was like, hey, I think I'm going to try to do The Devil Went Down to Georgia as far as I can go without making an error. And there's the thing. There comes a point in that song where it turns into like a hook and a chorus and all that other stuff that you can't do when you're doing an intro into YouTube. And The Devil Went Down to Georgia has a pretty fucking chunky entry stanza. Like, it's like 3 parts of the song all in one, and it's a chunky bit of speech crap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so awesome.
It's like She Sells Seashells Down by the Seashore, or Rubber Baby Buggy Bumpers, or whatever. But it's like 1.5 minutes long. Good luck. I got one I want you to do, Devil. If you're willing to take on commissions, if you've got a cash out, tell me how much you want for this. There is a performance that was written by, I think it was Lord Byron, or maybe Lord Crowley. Anyway, one of them. And it's meant to be a spoken word prayer, right? A spoken word poem. It's not really meant to be recorded. It's meant to be performed. And it's called The Bear.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of this?
No.
All right. I'm about half
I think
lit.
I
Do it. It's a 3-minute long spoken word poetry that was originally I think it was Lord Byron. I'm not sure who it was, but anyway, Jimmy Buffett has a version of it. Arlo Guthrie has a version of it. There's 2 or 3 dozen blues singers that did versions of it. And I'm going to try to do a version of it tonight live as the outro. But I'm going to fuck it up, and I'm going to play Stupendium, Work That You Work, when I fuck it up. How's that sound?
What? I missed the last part. What?
Okay, so I have a song that I play whenever I'm doing the whole outro thing, and I have a different song that I play when I'm bored of the first song, and I'm going to do The Bear as performed by Jimmy Buffett, and when I fuck it up, I'm just going to go into the song. That makes sense?
You should go into Sabotage by Beastie Boys.
Because I'm telling all y'all it's sabotage. Yes,
I do that
y'all.
all the time.
Don't stop keeping on. Yeah, because rocking the place, because I'm MCA. I got nothing to lose. Pay attention. My attention is the bus to move. Don't fuck with me.
I'm not, I could probably fuck with you on a good day. I'm so tired right now. It's not even funny. It's
all right, I'm going to try this, but I always fuck it up in the first stanza because I transitioned to the third stanza instead of the second stanza because it feels better in my mouth doing it that way. And I might try to stumble through that, but if I fail to stumble through that, I don't know what to tell you. If y'all send me $20, I'll keep streaming and keep drinking.
he said it feels better in my mouth.
Harvey, tell somebody something worthwhile.
I was just talking about, you said it feels better in your mouth.
Right? No, you're not the one. You're the one. Tell somebody something worthwhile.
Oh, I'm not the devil.
Oh, but the devil. So I'm going to do it this way. Well, I like to tell you once before, I ain't no drinking man. But I promised my brother-in-law that I'd go up and watch his still while he went to town to vote. It was right up on the mountain where the map said it would be. But friends, let me tell you one thing, though. This wasn't no ordinary still. See, it sat up on that mountainside like a huge golden oak. Oh, there was God's little lanterns shining on a cool, clear evening. God's yellow moon is twinkling on and off in the heavens. That's wrong. Temptation got the best of me, and I took a slash. Whew. That yellow whiskey running down my throat like honeydew wine water, and I took another slash. I took another and another and another. Before I knew it, I downed one whole jug of that mess, commenced to get hot flashes, goose pimples running up and down my body, and a feeling came over like something I'd never experienced before. It was like I was in love. In love for the first time. Anything to move. Animate, inanimate, it didn't matter. It was like there was a great neon sign flashing on and off in my brain saying, Sasquatch, there's a great day a coming, because I was drunk. Now, I wasn't slip sliding, Reggie Youngin, commode hugging drunk. You see, I was God's own drunk, the fearless man. And it hung him up. Ladies and gentlemen, that's when I first saw the bear. See, he was a Kodiak-looking fellow, about 19 feet tall. He wandered up on the hill, expected me to do one of two things, flip a fly. Didn't do either one. It hung him up. He started sniffing around my body, trying to smell fear, but he ain't going to smell no fear because I'm God's own drunk, the fearless man. It hung him up. He looked me right in my eyes, and my eyes was a lot redder than his was. And it hung him up. Being charitable and cautious. You know, in the eyes of the Lord, we're both beasts when it comes right down to it. So I'd like you to be my buddy, Buddy Bear. So I took old Buddy Bear by his eyelid-sized paw and laid him over to the still. He's just sniffing around that thing because he's smelling something good. I gave him one of them jugs of honeydew wine water. He downed it upright. Looked like a big damn bear in the circus, sipping sarsaparilla in the moonlight. I gave him another and another and another. Before you knew it, he started doing the bear dance. 2 sniffs, a snort, a fly, turn into grunt. It was so simple, like the jitterbug. It plumb evaded me. We worked ourselves into a tumultuous uproar, and I was off, tired. I wandered over to the hillside and I laid down. I went to sleep and I slept for 4 hours and I dreamt me some tremulous dreams. When I woke up, yeah, there's God's yellow moon is shining on the cool, clear evening. God's little lanterns was a twinkling on and off in the heavens. My buddy the bear, he was missing. You want to know something else, friends and neighbors? So was that steel.
I can't hear you.
What? I muted myself.
I
appreciate you coming in, brother. That was absolutely amazing. Thank you.
Fun. Happy to be here.
Much love.
Welcome to space. What were you expecting? It's a dangerous place. Thank you for investing. Go there for your rota, there for your orders. Fill up these quotas, we'll bill for your quarters. Report to your foreman, but watch for marauders. Cause if you get eaten, there's fees for your mourners.
Prosperity's there in the care of magnates. In halcyon heaven awaits.
Did you think it was supposed to look like the poster? It mostly does, oh, if you'd only read closer.
Just 10 short years to a new frontier. Snooze as you cruise and you'll wake up here.
You've been trapped in that ship for an awful long time, so perhaps you have simply forgot what you signed. Oh, honestly, did you not read the colony policy that defined you as company property? That waivers your say in autonomy. The conglomerates got you in lock and key. We put the dollar back into idolatry. If you're upset, you can rent an apology. We are a family forged in bureaucracy. No I in team, but there's con in economy. Were you expecting adventure? Were you hoping for fun? My friend, you're indentured and pleasures exempt from your tenure. So venture back down to your slum that's provided at generous prices. Your worth is determined by your sacrifices.
A small term of service went down on the surface. Internment's a freebie that comes with the purchase.
Settle down. You just fill out the paperwork and you could look around. We're happy as can be inside the valley cannery. We live to pack the cans of meat and not to question where it's found until we end up in the ground around the corner in the yard. You know, we thought we liked the sound of finding glory in the stars. The borders taught us to be proud of never reaching very far. So we earn what we're allowed and give it right back at the bar.
The ale to cure what ails you. Zero G brew, your favorite flavor. So work till you bleed, ennobled by labor, then purchase relief from your local retailer.
If you'd rather drop dead, that's fine, but you know to drop it down dead, there's a fine. So you do your job and I'll do mine. I gotta meet a 6 foot deep bottom line. We make a fortune for the board by selling boredom door to door, because it's all that we deserve and it is all we can afford. The secrets of the universe and all the worlds to be explored, but our dreams are back on earth and now the work is our reward. And you'll be grateful for seats at the table, though it dips at one end and the bench is unstable. You may waste your days, but at least you were able to pay off your grave since we leased you your cradle. Be faithful and pray we'll repay what you invest. Behave as you slave for humanity's interest. On account that you're all on account and we're quickly amounting humanity's interest. You'd think that we'd sink to the brink of rebellion with markets dependent on peddling weapons. The architect tells them the secret to heaven is simply consuming whatever we sell them. We work to earn the right to work, 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 to earn the right to give ourselves the right to buy ourselves the right to live, to earn the right to die. You should have read the fine print, my friend. Should have read the fine print. You should have read the fine print, my friend. Should have read the fine print. Welcome to
initial here. Welcome to the